If you want to be a teacher, but you don't want to spend 4 to 6 years in college, today I'm going to break down a ranked list of the very easiest teaching degrees you can earn, all of which you can earn in less than 1 year. And I'm talking bachelor's degrees, not associate's degrees. So if you're interested in earning a teaching degree in as little as 1 year or less, stay tuned. Hi, I'm Ryan Swayt, and I used to be a 2-time college dropout, making just $12 an hour. Then I learned how to hack college and earned an entire bachelor's degree in 9 months flat. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll show you how. All right, so let's dive in to the very easiest teaching degrees you can earn, and I will show you the easiest path to becoming a teacher. Now, let's jump over to my computer screen. And I want to give a few stipulations first. Number one, a lot of these degrees are very similar, okay? Only a few unique classes for each degree. For an example, I'll use maybe like elementary education and special education, okay? With 2 degrees like that, a vast majority of the classes you're going to take are identical for both degrees, with a small handful of classes that are specific to each of those degrees. So as far as how easy each of these degrees are, you can adjust this list according to your personality and what your personal strengths are. And if you see the very easiest degree on this list, but what you're wanting to get into is further down the list, don't worry. It's really the courses on the bottom, or the degrees on the bottom of the list, are almost just as easy as those on the top of the list. So that's just a heads up. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is that difficulty can vary according to subject for each individual person. So when I say that, what I mean is like for a math degree is going to be a lot harder for someone that's not good at math. But someone that is good at math, that it comes naturally, that's going to be easier. So you can also adjust this list according to your own strengths, okay? And lastly, each and every one of these bachelor's degrees can be earned in less than 1 year. So let's dive right into the ranked list. And the first degree I want to talk about is elementary education. Elementary education degrees are really, really simple. They're not very difficult. And since you're learning to teach elementary school children, you're not really having to dive into advanced topics. Okay, so you'll learn core teaching principles, you'll learn about teaching children, and then you'll learn, I guess, the core subjects of like your math and your English and science. But keep in mind, you're teaching elementary school kids. So if you've gone through high school, you've probably learned all of these things already at a higher level than what you're going to be teaching to these young kids. So these elementary education degrees can be fairly easy, and you can earn them very, very quickly. Now, the next degree I want to talk about is special education, okay? Now, it's an easy degree to earn. It doesn't take a lot of time. You can earn it in under a year. Now, what I want to point out or stipulate is that special education is important, and you will learn things like techniques and teaching, I guess, ideas that will help you work with children with special needs. Now, children with special needs can be hard to work with, but it's a really, really important job because these kids need extra help. As for the curriculum in the degree, yes, you'll be learning how to teach kids with special needs, but learning how to do that is not very difficult curriculum-wise in college. So these special education degrees, if you're the type of person that really, really enjoys helping people that need extra help, really, really cool career that could be very, very rewarding, and the degree's really not that difficult to earn. Now, the next is I want to talk about dual licensure. You can get degrees where you learn elementary education and special education all in the same degree, and you'll be licensed right out of college. You'll be licensed to do either or, okay? So you can teach elementary classes, you can teach special ed, and throughout your career, you can bounce back and forth and do both at sometimes. But it sounds like it'd be more difficult to earn this degree, right? Because you're having to learn both. But the reality is you're only adding a couple of classes so that you can learn both of those core subjects or topics. Okay. Now, if you're wanting specifically special ed, this dual licensure program, you might not dive as deep into the special ed training, but you will learn enough to get started, and then you can continue with the self-education, learning more and more after you've earned your degree. These degrees, I mean, it takes a very noble person to work with young kids and to work with special ed children as well, but really, really rewarding. It's almost one of those heroic careers that takes a really special type of person, but people that dive into this can really make a big difference and change the lives of these young children. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is science education, okay? Now, when I talk about science education, there are a whole bunch of different science education degrees, right? The easiest is going to be your general science education degree by grades, okay? Like your middle grades, which like middle school, or your elementary school. I guess elementary you wouldn't go as niche. You'd teach all the subjects, but junior high and high school, you can get like a junior high science education degree, or a high school science education degree, or a college science education degree. Those general ones, so the middle school general science education degree, that's going to be your easiest. The high school, you'll study a little bit more advanced versions of those topics. And then obviously college is more advanced than high school. So keep that in mind. Now, it's not too difficult. You can go niche if you want. So if you want to get a general or a science education degree, but you want to specialize in biology or physics or another one of those science classes, it's really, if you're good at those things, it shouldn't be too difficult, and it shouldn't add very much more time to earning that college degree to go niche. Now, follow your strengths and your passions and what you want to be doing. If you want to teach physics, if you love physics and you want to be a physics teacher, go ahead and get that science education physics degree. One good idea though, one thought is those jobs, like to be a physics teacher alone, those jobs are maybe harder to come by than a science teacher that has learned how to teach multiple of those subjects. So it might not be a bad idea to get a science education degree, like your general science education degree, and then double major and get the physics degree as well. And it's literally, double majoring sounds hard, but it's only a handful more classes. It's not a lot more work. And that's just a career move. So you would then be qualified to teach all the science classes, but then you could also have the credentials to be a physics teacher, and then you're sure to get a good solid job, and then you can keep searching for that specific physics job while you're teaching science, right? So it's just one of those moves that might make some sense in your career. Now, the last degree I want to talk about is mathematics. Now, if you're thinking, what, a mathematics degree on the list of easiest degrees? Like, come on, math is hard, right? Well, there are a lot of people who are good at math. And something I will also point out is that learning math as an adult is a lot easier than learning math when you're young. So if math's not your strength, but you feel like you're not great at it, but you like it and you would love to teach it, that's okay. Go and learn these math classes. It's a lot easier to learn as an adult. So if you were poor in math when you were younger, that doesn't mean you're going to be that you're going to struggle with math now. Okay. Now, there are several other teaching type degrees. These aren't the only degrees that you can earn in under a year. These are, in my opinion, the easiest. But there are lots of different paths you can take if you're wanting to become a teacher. Now, if you're thinking, well, okay, you can earn these degrees in a year, but how, right? the process is very simple, okay? Colleges and universities want us to graduate in 4 to 6 years. They're structured like businesses. So they lay out these graduation paths for us and give us lesson plans and study guides and all this stuff. And if we do everything they tell us to do, it's going to take us 4 to 6 years to earn a bachelor's degree. That's just how it is. They're structured that way because they make a lot of money when students enroll in their colleges. And the longer we take to graduate, the more money we have to pay in tuition. Now, there is an alternative, okay? If you want to graduate in under a year, you don't want to sit in a classroom for 4 to 6 years, you can test out of your classes. Not every single university allows you to test out of all your classes, but a lot of universities do. And it's simple. You find a degree or a school that offers a degree where you can test out of your classes, and you don't have to know the test material going into this. You can simply find out what you need to learn it, and take the test. And that process is far, far easier and way faster than reading textbooks and doing homework assignments and quizzes and all of that stuff. Okay. I used this process myself to earn my entire bachelor's degree in just 9 months. Okay. If you would like to learn that exact step-by-step process, I call the process degree hacking. I'm going to leave a link down below in the video description. All you have to do is click on that link and you will see a video like this where I give you a step-by-step training of how to graduate in a matter of months instead of years. So if you want to graduate faster, you can click that link below and watch that video. It's a completely free video, no strings attached. You can go and watch it and learn the 3-step process that I used to earn my college degree in 9 months. And my hope is that you can graduate even faster than I did. Okay, go watch that video. It's free. And yeah, I hope this video's helped open your eyes to how fast you can become a teacher. If it sounds hard, if it sounds crazy and difficult to earn a degree in under a year, it's actually far, far easier than the classroom-based approach. You'll spend less hours per day studying, and it's just far less stressful. It's cheaper, and it's a whole lot faster. Like I said, that link's down below in the description if you'd like to learn how to do that. And if you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. If you love videos like this, subscribe to the channel, and you'll start seeing many, many more of videos just like this, teaching you how to graduate faster. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you in the next video.